The following is a presentation of Grayson Publishing.
Well, it's basketball night in Texas.
On the Howe Enterprise Sports webcast from HoweEnterprise.com. This is Howe Bulldogs Basketball. Howe Bulldogs Basketball, brought to you by Sonic of Howe, Scoggins Funeral Home, TechWave.
The charge! Austin Haley does it again! He does it again!
Howe Athletic Booster Club and Meacham State Farm. Also brought to you by Independent Financial, Michelle Castle Guild Mortgage, Baker Air Conditioning and Heating, GCEC, and Realty Group. Attorney Micah Belden. Also brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings, Core Fits Gym, Quick Check Convenience Stores, Robertson Welding Services, Kid Exteriors LLC, Goodfellas Barbershop, Knight Furniture, Don's Smokehouse, Rapid Electric.
Campbell thought about the three from the corner, steps up a little bit, nails it. Bottom of the net.
Also brought to you by 4A Automotive, Douglas Propane, and the $1 Million Athlete. Now, with the call of the game, here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Monty Walker.
Welcome. It is basketball time in Texas. Justin White, welcome. Hey, have you gotten over the other night yet? Have you been able to get some sleep after that game?
Yeah, no, we were running on adrenaline after that game. It feels like it was a while ago, though, with I guess with the weather and the delays and everything and being inside, but it feels like it was a while ago. But
it does. It does feel like it's been a while.
Yeah.
But, you know, a lot of reemergence of the nickname Jedi since that game, and we look in the student section, and there's some lightsabers up there from the student section, and I imagine from here on out, maybe throughout even next year, there may be lightsabers at every game. Talking about Austin Haley being the Jedi in his last second three-point shot at Gunner.
You know, and what's interesting about that game too was Haley was having, well, the whole team was having a rough go, especially Austin Haley hitting shots down the stretch throughout the game. He missed a couple of point-blank layups, but hit it when it counted there at the end on that three at the buzzer.
Howe Bulldogs are all about defense. They hold their opponents to 38.47 points per game. In district play, it's even better. 36.9 points per game that Howe allows. The last time these two teams faced was over at Blue Ridge. It was 43-40 Blue Ridge, but Howe had a chance to win it at the very end. We were going to do that game, broadcast that game, but I had a little sickness early on, and I couldn't make it over there. Blizzard went to the game thinking we were still going to do it, so he got to see it. Tell us a little bit about that game over there.
Very physical basketball, and there's no love lost between the two towns.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know, we were talking off the air, which fan is going to get ejected first, Blue Ridge or Howe? Because these two teams these fans don't like each other. It's really mainly Blue Ridge fans don't like Howe. That's really the main part of it.
Well, that, and these officials are from the girls' game. They let them play in that first game. It got kind of physical, so let's see how things play out here with rabid fans and aggressive basketball and referees that kind of let things go.
Well, and a lot of it stems back from a year ago when Noah Campbell was over there at their place, and Noah Campbell knocked the glasses off of Logan Shade, who's still on the team here, whose parents are still in the stands. So there's a little bit of animosity still with Blue Ridge remembering that situation. So starters tonight for Blue Ridge, or this afternoon, will be Christian Longoria, Casey Walls, Logan Shade, Isaiah Gaddis, and Jonathan Garza. That is senior, junior, senior, sophomore, senior for Blue Ridge. For Howe, it'll be Austin Haley, Zach DeFrange, Jacob Campbell, Luke Lopez, and Eli Wilson. And they announce Jacob Campbell here. And if they think that Jacob is Noah at Blue Ridge, they're really not going to be happy.
Yeah, I wonder if the what Noah did will come down to Jacob and he gets it taken on him. Take it out on him.
Well, let's hope not. Let's hope for a clean game.
Let's hope so.
Yeah, let's hope for a clean game. Jay Forsythe, the head coach for the Howe Bulldogs. And same officials we had in the girls' game, so it could get, they were not consistent throughout. Seems like the fouls were grouped at certain times. Right now it's going to be Logan Shade against Zach DeFrange to start this on the tip. Howe will be moving to our right, the bucket on our right. Blue Ridge to the bucket on our left, conversely. The ball's in the air. Tip is controlled by Blue Ridge, but he hit it twice. Logan Shade will redo it. Or actually, Howe will take possession because Shade hit it twice. So Mr. Jedi himself, A.J. Haley, Austin Haley right in front of us, will inbound to Campbell. Campbell in the middle of the court will be guarded by Longoria. And a quick pass out. Haley for three, and that's off the side of the rim, no good. He almost gets his own rebound, but Longoria ends up with it. And he'll bring it up the middle of the court. Feeds inside to Shade, back to Longoria, guarded by Campbell. Now inside to Gaddis. Gaddis kicks it back out. Longoria looks in the corner. Shade drives to the middle of the bucket. Left elbow shot, that's in and out. Rebounded by Eli Wilson. It gets away, but Zach DeFrange saves it and hands it over to Campbell with 7:18 on the clock. He'll bring it up the court. No score. We're just underway. Haley, left side, now in the corner. Feeds inside. Wilson back up top. Haley drives the bucket, kicks it out. Lopez for three in the corner. That one's nothing but the bottom of the net. And Howe takes a three-point lead against Blue Ridge with 6:58 left to go here in the first.
You give Lopez space like that, he can knock it down three, hit that corner three. Good job by Lopez.
Longoria on the right side to Walls, up top to Shade. Now Longoria on the other side. It gets away. Haley steals it to Campbell. Down the court, Lopez another three, left side. That one's off the back of the rim, no good. DeFrange comes down with it. Looking for somewhere to go, and it gets away from him, but Lopez saves it. And now into the arms of Campbell with 6:29 left to go in the first. Campbell will dribble left-handed on the left side of the lane, puts up a jumper. That one's drilled, and Howe takes a 5-point lead. 6:18 left to go in the first. Longoria brings it down. Howe with a 5-point lead. Picks up his dribble. Over to Garza, now back to Longoria. Right side. Dribbling around the perimeter. Garza up top. Lopez on him. Campbell on the near side on Longoria, but it's Garza going to shoot the three, top of the key. Back of the rim, no good. It's rebounded by Shade underneath. He goes up on the jumper, and it falls in. And 5-2 is our new score after the jumper by Shade. Campbell will bring it up. Left-handed dribbling. A pass to Luke Lopez, right wing. Wilson is in the corner, but Lopez decides to dribble to the top of the key. Switches with Haley, top of the key. Now into the corner, Lopez. Dribbles around the perimeter. Campbell thought about the three bomb from top of the key, but he was too far. Inside pass to DeFrange, but the jumper is no good. And here goes Longoria down the court.
I like the thought, getting into DeFrange in the middle of the lane, using his big body, but just couldn't connect.
Garza left wing, guarded by Lopez. Now Shade top of the key. An inside pass and a loose ball foul. Apparently on maybe Garza.
I thought maybe Gaddis, but I can't tell.
It was Gaddis.
Well, it is Gaddis. So Haley brings it down, 4:49 on the clock. Dribbles to the right wing, switches with Campbell, gives him the ball. Now top of the key to Wilson, who will dribble to the left side. Now Lopez top or left wing. A three by Haley is drilled from the corner. And it's 8-2 with 4:32 on the clock. Right side. Walls now in the corner. Longoria, left corner. Guarded by Campbell, up top to Garza. guarded by Lopez, 4:17 on the clock. Dribbles to the right side, top of the key. Jumper by Walls off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Haley in the middle of the lane. Going the other way with 4:05 on the clock. Now in the corner. Lopez thought about the three, kicks it back out to Haley on the left side. He'll switch places with Eli Wilson. Now go right wing, Haley. Feeds Campbell on the right side. Now Wilson up top, Haley left wing. Dribbles towards the top of the key. Lopez will make a move for the bucket on the left side. The runner's no good. Wilson had a shot at it, a dive by Garza for it, a loose ball, and Campbell has tied it up with Longoria, and Blue Ridge will have possession.
Boy, bodies all over the floor on there, and are you surprised that Eli Wilson is in the middle of it?
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Both teams were hustling there.
Uncontested comes Blue Ridge and Longoria and Garza. Back to Longoria, left side, picks up his dribble. Shade underneath, wide open, a great pass by Longoria, and he puts it up off the glass. That's good. Our new score is 8-4, and a timeout's been called. We'll take one, too. We'll be right back right after this.
Howe Bulldogs basketball, brought to you by Sonic of Howe, Scoggins Funeral Home, TechWave, Howe Athletic Booster Club, and Meacham State Farm. Also brought to you by Independent Financial, Michelle Castle Guild Mortgage, Baker Air Conditioning and Heating, GCEC, and Realty Group. Attorney Micah Belden. Also brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings, Corfit Gym, Quick Check Convenience Stores, Robertson Welding Services, Hit Exteriors LLC, Goodfellas Barbershop, Knight Furniture, Don's Smokehouse, Rapid Electric. Also brought to you by 4A Automotive, Douglas Propane, and the $1 Million Athlete. Now with the call of the game, here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Monty Walker.
Welcome back. 3:24 left to go in the first. Howe on top, 8-4. Luke Lopez to inbound here against a press. Campbell can't get away from his defender. Haley does. And Haley will bring it up left side of the court. Middle of the lane, kicks it out. That's going to be stolen. And Haley's going to be called for a charge as Shade got in great position there and ended up on his back.
Well, I was worried about how the Bulldogs were going to break the press, and they did it great, but Austin Haley was a little bit out of control as he ran right into Shade and drew the charge.
His first foul. And Longoria will bring it up the right side, guarded by Campbell. A bounce pass to Walls, who will go inside, now kick it out to Shade along the right side, or left wing rather. And now Longoria, top of the key, guarded by DeFrange. Now Wall dribbles the middle of the bucket, and it's stolen away, blocked by DeFrange, and a foul is going to be called. Who's the foul on? Wall. Okay, that's going to be called on Walls from Blue Ridge.
And DeFrange got in there. You know, DeFrange is not an offensive threat necessarily in the low post, but he does have those big, long arms that can adjust people's shot and make things difficult. And that's what he did right there to alter the shot.
Haley, they get it across, a long pass to Campbell. Inside Wilson, a jumper in middle of the lane, that's good. Wilson again with a big bucket. That's 10-4. Howe in the lead with 2:27 left to go in the first. Garza slows it down a little bit. He'll pass over to Longoria, guarded by Campbell. Drives right side. Now drives left, switches with Shade, who goes to the bucket, puts it up left-handed layup. That one's good. And it's 10-6 with 2:07 left to go in the first. Campbell to Haley, back to Campbell, back to Haley. They get it across. Bounce pass over to Campbell from Haley. The pass inside, Wilson again. This time it's off the side of the rim and no good. And Blue Ridge has possession going the other way. 1:48 on the clock. Longoria up top. He'll switch with Walls. Around the perimeter to Shade, back to Longoria. They just run around the perimeter, back to Walls. Haley up top. Walls is going to back up and slow it down. 1:28. Longoria left side. Garza will run baseline and cross with Walls on the other side. Here's Garza, top of the key for three. Off the side of the rim, no good, goes out of bounds. Howe will have possession with 1:16 left to go in the first.
Garza had a good look coming off that screen and has a nice stroke to him, but just couldn't connect there. Bulldogs done a good job so far of breaking the press. I'm really impressed the way they've done that so far.
And it's been Campbell back to Haley, back to Campbell, back to Haley, and there it is again. Now Haley has it left wing. He's in trouble, and he gets it out to Campbell. Thought about the three, feeds Wilson inside. Corner, Lopez, three, off the front of the rim, no good. A volleyball for it, and now Haley comes up with three, and that one is good. He drains it.
And that was all. Go ahead, sorry. That was all Zach Dufresne on the ricochet, able to slap it back to Haley, and Haley able to hit the three.
43 seconds, and it's 13-6. A 7-point lead by Howe. Quick pass inside to Shea, blocked by DeFrange. Into the arms of Haley, who will bring it up the court with 33 seconds on the clock here in the first. Howe up by 7.
Nice block by DeFrange on the defensive end. Second block of the night.
Lopez left wing, finds Wilson top of the key. Now Campbell right wing. They pull it up, 21 seconds. Going to try to play perhaps for the last shot. Campbell, top of the key, in the corner. Lopez, that's not three. It's off the back of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Longoria. And he'll dribble to the right side. 5 seconds. A Euro step, no good on the layup. Rebounded and unsuccessful, as give a lot of credit there to the student section of Howe. When there's 5 seconds left to go, the student section was 2 seconds off, going 3, 2, 1, when it was actually, he had plenty of time to shoot it, but he sped up the shot of Longoria just a little bit.
Yeah, usually that doesn't work, but at that time, Longoria, I guess, didn't have time to look at the clock, and that threw him off just a little bit.
I've seen that work a lot.
Have you?
With the Howe student section, not generally, but
with Howe
this year,
yeah.
In the past, second half of the district, I've seen Howe do that a lot, the student section, and it's actually made a difference.
Yeah, the home court advantage come into play.
I was really expecting those lightsabers to go up after the three bomb by Haley. They've got them. I see them. They've got them lit up over there in their hands. But that's the time you raise those things, when Haley hits the three bomb. 13-6, Howe in the lead. What's our stats look like?
Haley has 6 points, 2 assists, and a steal. Luke Lopez, 3 points and assists. Jacob Campbell, 2 points. Eli Wilson, 2 points for the Bulldogs. And Logan Shade has 6 points and 2 rebounds to lead the Blue Ridge Tigers.
I like they've had some good looks beyond the arc from Lopez. Austin Haley has knocked a couple down. Lopez has 2. So they've had some pretty good looks from beyond the arc. They just got to connect.
Inbounds, Haley to Campbell. Campbell will bring it across into the corner. And that is Luke Lopez. Now Haley was cut off by Shade. Back to Luke Lopez, perimeter. Campbell left wing. Thought about making a move right there on the defender, Noah Perito, into the game. Wilson, corner, Lopez dribbles it out to the right wing between his legs. Now Haley, guarded tightly, goes to the lane off the glass. It's no good, but he draws the foul. He got another charge. Haley's usually drawing charges, but this time he gets called for his second in the game, and Ethan Lopez is going to check in.
I like the aggressiveness by Haley. That's the second time he's driven to the lane today and drawn a charge because of his aggressiveness.
Riley Baker into the game for Blue Ridge, and also No Perito, as we mentioned a moment ago. Garza along the right side. Now to Baker up top. Walls guarded by Campbell. Slings it over to Garza, right wing. Garza's going to make it a move for the bucket off the glass, and no good. Baker comes flying in for the rebound and gets it. Shade, turn around jumper, that's good, and he draws the foul. No! He's called for the charge! It's Eli Wilson! It's Wilson again! He does that so well, at least it seems one per game. I know it's not that many, but it seems like that.
He's averaging 0.4 a game, but it seems like at least 2 or 3. We saw a couple earlier this week against Gunner.
So here's Wilson and Campbell on the other end. Campbell thought about driving, trying to drive to the bucket. He does. Now he kicks it out to DeFrange. He's going to be fouled on the floor. And that's going to be on No Perito, I believe.
Okay, Jacob Campbell just has tremendous ball handling skills, able to go between his legs and go left, go right, go into traffic.
Yeah, he really does. Inbound, that's Wilson. And that jumper is no good. Rebounded. Going the other way, Garza, he's fast on the layup. The reverse layup, that was pretty. And it's 13-8 with 6:26 left to go in the second. Campbell dribbles it across. Guarded by Garza. Ethan Lopez with a pick. Campbell swings it over to Lopez for three. Air ball left side, rebounded by Walls. Shade will take it on the other end. Easy layup through the middle of the lane. And Jay Forsythe calls a timeout for Howe as the lead's been cut to 13-10.
Coach Forsythe did like something in transition. I think he's getting on to maybe Luke Lopez in transition. I thought maybe it was Ethan. One of the Lopez he get onto in transition. Logan Shade kind of almost had a free lane to the basket.
It was back-to-back transition buckets for Blue Ridge with Jonathan Garza and Shade there.
Boy, Garza is a flash when he gets the ball in open court.
Boy, he really is. He can fly.
He can.
I'd like to see what his 40 time is.
Really?
A matter of fact, he looks like a 400 runner. I bet you he could run a quarter in sub 50.
Well, I don't know if he plays football, but good news, he's a senior. So
okay,
the Bulldogs won't face him next year.
That's good. Hey, we haven't even talked about the redistricting, and that's we'll talk about maybe that at the half.
Yes.
So here's Campbell with a 13-10 lead for Howe. 5:59 on the clock here in the second. Guarded by Garza. Wilson tries a pick on Garza. Campbell switches with Luke Lopez. Ethan Lopez, brother to brother. Luke Lopez now in the corner. Eli Wilson back to Luke Lopez, left wing. A high pass that Ethan Lopez gets. Now a bounce pass in the corner to Jacob Campbell. Lopez will make a drive for the bucket, put it up off the glass. No good as he was falling down. It's rebounded by Baker, who'll get it to Wall, who basically walked with no call there. He picked up the ball and took a couple of steps. No call. Garza, left wing, guarded by Luke Lopez. He'll bring it up top. 5:09 on the clock. Garza thought about the three. Now in the corner. Baker making a move on Wilson. Drives to the bucket. A good pass underneath. Off the glass and good is Isaiah Gaddis. And it's 13-12.
That was a beautiful pass by Baker there.
Campbell making a move up top now. Passes to Luke Lopez, left corner. Up top, back to Lopez again. Back to Campbell. They're just playing pass. Now right side, Ethan Lopez on the right wing. He'll make one dribble, pick it up, throw it back to Campbell. Corner, Luke Lopez, back to Campbell. Campbell will kick it out to Luke Lopez. Now Campbell for three. That one is good. That exactly what the doctor ordered for the Bulldogs, as they needed that bucket right there. 4:15 on the clock. Garza slows it down a little bit. Walls will come near side. Now high post. And a pass underneath the Wall. Off the glass. That one is good. He wanted the foul on Campbell. He didn't get it. 3:57 left to go in the second. 16-14 Howe in the lead. Garza on Campbell. And now they switch over. Campbell drives to the bucket. Wilson off the front of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Gaddis. And now over to Prito. Prito will bring it to the left side, guarded by Ethan Lopez. Now Garza, guarded by Luke Lopez. Garza makes a play for the bucket. Step back, and that one's off the back of the rim and no good. Campbell comes down with a rebound. Could have been fouled by Garza. No call there. A bounce pass to Luke Lopez. Another bounce pass to Campbell. Left-handed. Making a play for the bucket, kicks it back out. Luke Lopez, wide open three off the back of the rim. No good. Rebounded by DeFrange, who puts it right back up off the glass, and it's 18-14.
That was all height by DeFrange, able to go over two guys to get that rebound and put it back.
Garza behind his back as he walks across the midcourt stripe, 2:43 on the clock. Loosely guarded by Luke Lopez, and now he'll come left, and Lopez will get tighter. Garza, a pass underneath, wide open Walls. Good looking offensive play right there by Blue Ridge, and it's a 2-point game. 2:27 left to go in the second.
You got to respect Garza's driving ability and his passing ability.
Campbell and Lopez play catch. Again, Haley hasn't played much here in the second quarter. Campbell, Lopez in the corner. Ethan Lopez for the three. That one is good. Hey, whatever you can do, twin brother, I can do. Ethan Lopez hammers it home, and it's a 5-point game. Garza again will walk it across. It's Garza, Prito, Walls, Baker, and Gaddis. Walls, his pass is knocked away by Campbell, but he gets it back, and he hits the jumper from the right elbow, and it's a 3-point game. Unfortunate turn there as Campbell made a great defensive play.
I tell you what, Tigers have had an answer for everything of the Bulldogs.
Campbell has the ball get away from him, an errant pass. Here goes Walls on the other side. The layup is no good. Campbell gets it. Campbell going the other way. Prito's going to be called for the foul. And Blue Ridge is very unhappy about it. And a warning perhaps may have been called on Blue Ridge head coach. And the Howe fans go nuts.
Well, I think he was wanting kind of a push-off on Campbell. The same thing that the coach from Gunner was saying on Tuesday night was that Jacob Campbell kind of extends his arm out a little bit while he's dribbling the ball, and he was wanting that call on Campbell and didn't get it.
Well, very animated Blue Ridge coach over there. And the Howe fans, that kind of brought them to their feet a little bit. Campbell will bring it across, a minute 17. Again, these two towns have a history with their fans more than anything else. Here's Wilson in the corner, kicks it out. Luke Lopez dribbles left. Campbell for three, back of the rim, no good. He didn't follow his shot. Therefore, a loose ball was gathered by Walls, and now a foul is going to be called, I believe, on Luke Lopez. There was a scramble for the ball. If Campbell had followed his shot, he'd have had an easy rebound.
Yeah, it was coming right back at him when he shot that.
Too many Michael Jordan videos. 54 seconds on the clock. Shade around the perimeter. Garza's going to drive to the bucket. He's going to be fouled by Campbell, who opens his mouth very widely and has his hands together as he always does with his palms to the sky.
Is that his first foul?
That is his first.
Okay.
Yes.
46 seconds left to go here in the second. Howe with a 3-point lead, 21-18. Walls will inbound to Garza, guarded by Lopez. Dribbles once and kicks it up to Longoria, top of the key, guarded by Campbell. Left-handed dribbling, now cross dribbling, now to Walls, top of the key. 34 seconds. They're going to play for the final shot here. Garza way up high, lost the dribble. Long pass over to Longoria. 25 seconds, now back to Garza. Howe allowing them to run the time down here. And now Luke Lopez will take a step up on Garza. Back to Longoria, where Ethan Lopez is guarding him. Walls in the corner, guarded by Ethan Lopez. Top of the key, Shade, now Longoria underneath, Walls, swatted away by DeFrange, and the ball's going to go Blue Ridge's way as it goes out of bounds. I think that's the case. I had an official in front of me.
I think so.
Walls inbound, Longoria, the jumper off the front of the rim, no good. Ethan Lopez heaves it from one end to the other, and it almost went in. A football throw from one end to the other, and it hit the rim.
And he didn't have to step into that either, really. He used all body to throw that down court.
My goodness. Let's take a quick timeout. We'll come right back.
Howe Bulldogs basketball brought to you by Sonic of Howe, Scoggins Funeral Home, TechWave, Howe Athletic Booster Club, and Meacham State Farm. Also brought to you by Independent Financial, Michelle Castle Guild Mortgage, Baker Air Conditioning and Heating, GCEC, and Realty Group. Attorney Micah Belden. Also brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings, Corfit's Gym, Quick Check Convenience Stores, Robertson Welding Services, Hit Exteriors LLC, Goodfellas Barbershop, Knight Furniture, Don's Smokehouse, Rapid Electric. Also brought to you by 4A Automotive, Douglas Propane, and the $1 Million Athlete. Now with the call of the game, here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Monty Walker.
Welcome back. We are at the half. 21-18 has been a pretty good half, Justin. Always what we think, a good defensive battle when Howe's on the floor, and it's kind of what it is. If you were to total these up, it'd be 42-36, and that's about a typical Howe game.
Yeah, they like to keep it low scoring. I mean, Howe has had some good looks. I like the way they broke down the defense for Blue Ridge. The Blue Ridge has shown some different looks with a full court press. They had a 1-3-1 zone that the Bulldogs were able to break down. I'm kind of curious what the three-point percentage is like. The Bulldogs have been able to knock down some threes here in the first half with Luke Lopez. Ethan had one. Haley's knocked one down. So I'm kind of curious to hear about the three-point percentages.
So maybe the Blizzard is ready for stats, and maybe he'll let you hear some of that.
I am ready for stats.
All right, let's do it.
One thing that surprises me, first half's over, not one free throw was attempted by either team. That's a big shocker to me.
It is surprising.
21-18 at the half, Howe leads. They're led on offense by Austin Haley with 6 points. He hit 2 threes early in the first quarter, picked up 2 early fouls, did not play much in the second quarter. Jacob Campbell adds 5 points, Eli Wilson 2, Zach DeFrange 2, Luke Lopez 3, and Ethan Lopez 3. As a team, the Bulldogs are shooting 5 of 10 from 3 in the first half. 50%. Blue Ridge is led by Logan Shade with 8 points, Casey Walls with 6 points, Isaiah Gaddis with 2 points, and Jonathan Garza with 2 points. Blue Ridge does not have a made 3 in the first half.
I got a question, Blake. Are you surprised at how much Jonathan Garza is not involved? We talked about off air how he's probably one of the better players on the court right now. Are you kind of surprised how much he's not involved?
He's only shot 2 threes. They were both good looks. He just missed them. He's 1 of 5 from the field, and his one layup was a fast break coast to coast as he got the rebound. They've ran plays for him. Just Luke Lopez has played great defense on him tonight so far.
I mean, we got a glimpse of his athleticism when he went, like you said, coast to coast on that fast break when he's like a flash.
Boy, he was a flash.
He was.
Another thing, Blue Ridge has some nice passes from 4 different players. Howe's assists are both Luke Lopez has 2 and Austin Haley has 2. Jonathan Garza has an assist. Christian Longoria has an assist. Isaiah Gaddis and Riley Baker has an assist. One thing we have not talked about is big Zach DeFrange, 2 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 big blocks.
Yeah, I think he's an unsung hero so far. The first half is using his big long arms to hurt or make things difficult for Blue Ridge in the paint.
It's a little more tempo, fast-paced than it was last time when Howe played in Blue Ridge. The halftime score there was 18-16 Howe, and the last 2 minutes of the second quarter, Howe held the ball at half court and let the clock run out till there was 10 seconds left. Went and took a shot, missed. Blue Ridge went down, got a layup, and made it a tied game going into half.
Wow.
So let's talk football, guys.
Okay.
I don't know if y'all heard or not, but the UIL did their realignment, district realignment.
That was this past week?
That's kind of a holiday. It's like Christmas
right.
For football, high school football nerds like myself. And we found out Howe's in District 8 along with Gunner and Bells and Leonard and Lone Oak and SNS. Blue Ridge, yes. So I looked at the schedule and I thought, hey, that's pretty good. I mean, when you compare it to Mount Vernon and Mineola and all of that, it sounded pretty good to me. What were your thoughts?
Yeah, it's as far as enrollment, it's more balanced. Travel is going to be a lot better. We're not traveling an hour and a half to East Texas. We're only going 30, 45 minutes up the road. and just the level of competition is going to be a little bit more advantageous for the Bulldogs.
Did we look at press boxes?
I have not. That's the one thing I have not looked at.
I don't know about Honey Grove. We've got to go over there to start the season, so I don't know. I know they got new turf.
Okay.
So I don't know about that. We've got to go to S&S. They've got a really good press box over there. Not that anybody really cares who's listening, but press box talk is very important to us. I promise you. And we don't know where we're going as far as district is concerned, but we do have 3 back-to-back home games on the non-district schedule. So that did turn out to be the actual schedule.
And let's talk about that with Coach Bryan arranging a pretty favorable non-district schedule. You're playing Tom Bean, who's had some struggles the last couple of years. Honey Grove, I think, was at the bottom part of their district. S&S Bulldogs have played them.
Yeah, they have a new coach coming in.
Yeah, Tioga hadn't played them, and I know you dropped some stats early this year or this week.
Hey. They have an 11-game winning streak against Tioga, but it happened from 1935 to 1948.
Before any of us were born, maybe our parents were born.
I don't think there's anyone alive that were spectators or players in that 1948 game. Perhaps, maybe, but it's getting close.
What's funny is I think I can say this on the air, but I know you tweeted that out earlier this week. I don't know if you noticed Chad Rogers, the head coach, kind of put the emoji side eyes on that. I thought that was funny.
Chad, of course, the former head coach of the Denison Yellow Jackets, a great guy, great coach, and I know that one's going to be a lot of fun when we do that game over there, or over here actually, and we'll go over there to Tioga the year afterwards. But Howe's got a pretty good situation for the next 2 years, which is great for a parent who has a kid that's going to be a junior this year and graduating the next year. Realignment won't matter in our house after that.
Yeah.
And as far as the economic developer person for Howe, it's time to start building a lot of houses now.
After now that all that's out of the way.
Now that the snapshot's been made, it's time to go. So here we are. We're just about ready for the second half.
Hey, Monty, I got to give credit to Jake Roberts in that first game doing color.
He did a good job.
He did an outstanding job.
For the first time, yeah, I thought it was a really good job.
I was listening to him on the way, and I thought, I need to hurry up and get there before he takes my job. He was doing so well.
I don't think we're there, but Jake didn't. I know he wants to do that, and he did a really good job. I'm proud of him.
Yeah, he did good.
We interviewed him in the 2018 season or something like that when he was maybe in 6th grade, or he made his first appearance on the football broadcast because he wanted to be a part of it. And we interviewed him at halftime.
Nice.
I'll have to go back and find that.
It's come full circle now.
Third quarter action now. Longoria top of the key. A good pass underneath to Gaddis, and Blue Ridge starts the second half on the board and cuts it to a 1-point game. We're just underway. 7:43 on the clock here in quarter number 3. Haley back in the game. He has it right wing up to Wilson. Now over to Campbell, left wing. He'll make a play on the bucket. A Euro step of his own, and he puts it up. That's good. 23-20. Campbell drives the bucket.
Nice jump stop there by Campbell.
Longoria, left side, guarded by Campbell. A bounce pass to Garza, who shoots the 3. Front of the rim, and DeFrange goes way up for it, brings it down. Haley will bring it across, uncontested. Campbell will switch from side to side. Now Lopez left wing. Campbell right wing, thought about the 3. He'll drive to the bucket, middle of the lane, kicks it over to Wilson. It goes off of him, however. He's not able to bring it in. And that'll be a turnover, and Blue Ridge will go the other way. Walls with the inbound to Garza. A little press by Howe. Back to Longoria, back to Garza, back to Longoria. It's kind of like how Howe broke the press earlier. Haley on Longoria, now to Shade. Left side, Garza spins and turns. Campbell's going to be called for a foul. Again, he does this dramatic turn and look. And Walls will inbound here. Campbell's second foul. 6:32 on the clock. And pass inside to Shade. It was blocked initially by DeFrange, but he gets it back and puts it up. And it's a 1-point game again. Campbell left-handed. in the corner to Haley. Up top to Campbell. Right side, Luke Lopez. Ball over his head inside to Wilson. In the corner, Haley, 3 off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Wilson and picked back up, and he draws the foul.
All hustle by Eli Wilson, able to get the rebound. The Tigers are winning a 1-3-1 zone defense, and when you have that zone defense, it's going to be harder for rebounds, and Wilson able to go in there and work and hustle for that rebound, draw the foul, and goes to the line for a three-point play. Chance for a three-point play.
Dribbles 3 times, and the free throw shot is off the right side of the rim and no good. Rebounded by Gaddis into the hands of Longoria. No pressure from Howe this time. 5:57 on the clock here in the third. 25-22, Howe in the lead. Garza with the ball, right side. Makes a great move. Now kicks it in the corner to Walls. Makes a pass out to Garza, who thought about the 3, guarded by Lopez. Dribbling left-handed, left side of the perimeter. Now Shade, now Longoria will slow it down up top. Guarded by Campbell with 5:36 on the clock. Campbell cutting him off. Now dribbles to the left side. Shade inside, goes to the bucket. That one's good. Shade with the runner, and it's a 1-point game again. Campbell dribbling on the right side. Right-handed, holding up a play on his left hand. A bounce pass in the corner to Luke Lopez. Thought about the 3. Shade was right on him quickly, though. Campbell, top of the key. A long pass to Haley, who's going to drive baseline up off the back of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Wall. 25-24, Howe in the lead. Blue Ridge a chance to take the lead here with 4:56 on the clock. Longoria, top of the key, dribbling right, dribbling left. A pass, quick pass underneath, and it goes off of Howe, and Blue Ridge will have possession underneath.
Interesting substitution here. Cooper Jones coming in for the first time for Zach DeFrange. So that's going to be a little bit more muscle down there, but not as much height.
Wall trying to find somewhere to go, and now finally out to Longoria. Very top of the key, a long pass. Switches with Shade. Drives inside, makes a move on Cooper Jones, but he misses the layup. Jones comes down with a rebound. Over to Campbell with 4:38 on the clock. Howe with a 1-point lead. Campbell to Jones, top of the key to Haley. Back to Jones along the right side. Right wing, a bounce pass over in the corner to Luke Lopez. Lopez dribbles to the free throw line. And now out to Campbell just in front of him. Campbell makes a move. The ball gets away from him in the corner to Haley. Baseline jumper, no good off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Shade. 4:07 on the clock. Howe with a 1-point lead. Longoria will pull up on the left side. Going to our right from our vantage point. Now the Wall on the left wing. Dribbles between his legs. Now Shade's going straight to the bucket. He's going to be fouled. The shot was no good, but it appears he's going to shoot as he was up in the air. The foul's going to be, is that Campbell?
Cooper Jones.
Cooper Jones.
Tell you what, Shade has found a way to get to the basket here tonight. He's got 12 points.
He has done a great job of going to the bucket.
Yeah, and he's I don't say he's not quick or athletic. He's just got a way of getting to the basket, and it's paying off so far. He got 13.
First free throw ties the game. His second one is no good. 3:47 left to go in the third. We're all knotted up at 25. Campbell will bring it down uncontested. Wilson goes to set a pick on Garza. Haley in the corner, now Campbell back up top. Switches places with Haley, and now top of the key to Cooper Jones. Now corner Campbell. The jumper is off the front of the rim, no good. Cooper Jones brought it down for a moment, but it got away from him, and now Jones is going to be called for a foul as he pushed Wall out of bounds, and that's his second. And now Jones will be checking out as DeFrange will come back in.
Well, Jones had the rebound, just couldn't seem to handle it, and then lost it and everything.
Longoria brings it across. Guarded by Campbell. Ball above his head, a bounce pass to Garza. Top of the key, guarded by Luke Lopez. Now to the right side. The ball gets tangled between his legs, but he picks it up and gives it to Longoria. Top of the key. He'll make a move to the bucket, middle of the lane jumper off the back of the rim, no good. He gets his own rebound, turn around, put it up, rolls around, no good. Rebounded by Wilson, and it's tied up by Gaddis. If Wilson would have brought it down, he might have been able to pull that one in. Instead, he left it up, and Gaddis was able to get his hands on it. But Howe will have possession.
The range is back in now for Jones.
Haley to Campbell. He'll bring it down. A quick pass across the line to Luke Lopez. Back to Campbell. 2:36 on the clock. Wilson. DeFrange in the corner. Back to Wilson underneath. Goes up for the bucket. And he's fouled again. Wilson put it up and one. How much has Eli Wilson meant to this basketball team in the past 2 weeks?
And I tell you, he got a pass from DeFrange down in the right block, and he went up strong with it. That's what it was. That's what I liked about it. He didn't try to do anything fancy. He went up strong with it, drew the contact, and able to still complete through the contact.
Wilson's free throw is good, and a three-point play gives Howe a three-point lead, 28-25, 2:29 left to go in the third. Longoria to dribble it across. Garza, the cutter underneath, guarded by Campbell. Longoria picks up his dribble. Now Garza top of the key. And underneath, it's stolen by DeFrange, who leads Lopez on a pass. Lopez finds Eli Wilson. Left-handed layup is good. Eli Wilson again. And it's a 5-point lead. 2:04 on the clock in the third. Underneath. And now Longoria on the other way. Longoria will switch places with Walls. And the cutter to Garza, a little jumper from the side, rims in, rims out. DeFrange has it, and he kicks it over to Campbell. 1:43 on the clock, and Howe has a 5-point lead.
Fortunately for the Bulldogs, Garza's had a tough time in the field hitting shots.
Campbell will make a move around Garza, dribbles through the lane. The jumper is no good off the back of the rim. Into the lap of Garza, who will take it the other way. A quick pass to Shade, and that was easy. A beautiful pass from Garza across the lane for the easy layup, and it's a 3-point game.
Great vision there by Garza to find Shade. Shade's got 15 tonight.
Campbell cuts across the front of the free throw line to Haley. Now Luke Lopez. The pass is batted away by Walls, but into the arms of Campbell. Lopez thought about the three. Campbell baseline jumper off the front of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Walls. Garza going the other way. Under a minute. 50 seconds on the clock. Walls guarded by Luke Lopez with 45 seconds. Longoria will set it up. They're going to slow it down. Back to Garza. They'll just play catch, and Howe will allow them to move the clock all the way down. 33 seconds on the clock. Blue Ridge's coach is just standing there looking at the clock and saying something to Shade on the far side. Shade comes closer in the middle of the free throw line. 19 seconds. Garza standing there with the ball in his hands. And now Longoria, right side, Walls, right wing guarded by Haley. Up top, Shade, quick pass, Longoria, left wing. Underneath, Shade shoots for three, that's short, rebounded by Haley, and the clock is going to expire in the third quarter, and Howe will enter period number 4 with a 3-point lead, 30-27. Let's take a quick timeout.
Howe Bulldogs basketball brought to you by Sonic of Howe, Scoggins Funeral Home, TechWave, Howe Athletic Booster Club, and Meacham State Farm. Also brought to you by Independent Financial, Michelle Castle Guild Mortgage, Baker Air Conditioning and Heating, GCEC, and Realty Group. Attorney Micah Belden. Also brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings, Core Fits Gym, Quick Check Convenience Stores, Robertson Welding Services, Hit Exteriors LLC, Goodfellas Barbershop, Knight Furniture, Don's Smokehouse, Rapid Electric. Also brought to you by 4A Automotive, Douglas Propane, and the $1 Million Athlete. Now with the call of the game, here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Monty Walker.
Fourth quarter time here at the Ranch on Ponderosa, Howe High School. Now we'll enter the third period with a 3-point lead.
Yeah, I was going to say, speaking of the Ranch, Coach Lands looked like he came off the Ranch earlier. He had his blue jeans and his boots. Looked like he came out from It came out from baling hay and it came out to coach a basketball game. Coach Forsyth looked like he came out of a business meeting with the suit and his.
Yeah, where'd the tie go? He usually wears a bow tie.
Yeah.
No tie today. But you're right about Derek Lands. He's always hauling hay or doing something with cows. 30-27, our score here. Walls will inbound to Longoria. Left side to Garza, left wing. He'll dribble it up to the middle of the court, top of the key, over to Longoria. Now Shade will dribble the middle of the lane, put it up on the right side. That one's good. And Shade is really good at cutting the lane to the bucket. And it's a 1-point lead for Howe. 7:35 on the clock. Campbell to the right side of the lane. Now in the corner to Lopez. Lopez brings it up to the right wing. Haley top of the key. Over to Campbell, left wing. Campbell shoots the three. Left side of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Haley for a moment, but then it was corralled by Gaddis, and I think Haley's going to get called for a foul.
Yeah, and I think Haley should have let up there. The rebound was controlled by Gaddis pretty securely, and Haley tried to stick his hand in there and take it away, but it was kind of not a smart foul there by Austin Haley.
That's his third foul of the night, or the afternoon rather. Longoria to the right side. Garza right wing. Gaddis top of the key. Now Garza guarded by Luke Lopez. Makes a quick move to the right side. Longoria running perimeter with Walls. Now Garza. He'll stop on the left wing. Setting up a play here with 6:46 left to go in the game. Howe up by 1. Shade to Longoria. Shade wearing goggles. And now Wall right wing guarded by Haley. Gaddis to Longoria. Garza shoots. His feet were on the line. It's not a three, but they do take the lead 31-30 with 6:19 left to go in the game. Playing for the third seed right here. Wilson to Lopez. Lopez back to Wilson. Guarded by Shade. Now Haley for three. It rims in, rims out. But a great rebound by Luke Lopez, who puts it back up. And Howe regains the lead.
Great rebound, offensive rebound by Lopez.
5:49 on the clock. Garza makes a play for the bucket. And a foul is going to be called, as it was a hard foul as Garza went right into Luke Lopez, and Lopez hit the floor hard.
Lopez hit the floor hard on the offensive end and then on that last rebound, and then hits it again on the defensive end, drawing the block.
And he didn't want to play football.
Wow, I mean, he's in the middle of one right now, almost. the physicality of it. And I tell you what, I hope Jonathan Garza's not starting to heat up. He's got a chance to have 7 now if he hits that free throw.
And Blue Ridge now with a 2-point lead, 34-32. And they've turned this game around a little bit.
Yeah, it looked like there was some. This game looks a little bit prettier, I guess, than Gunner. You know, some more offensive flow to it. The one last a couple of days ago against Gunner, every shot was contested. I guess if you're a defensive guy, you really like it, but it was just hard to get an easy basket for either team. But this one has a little bit more offensive flow to it. There's still some good defense being played, though.
How about stats, Blizzard? What are we looking at?
Well, Logan Shade has 16 right now and 3 rebounds. He has been the offense for Blue Ridge. But as Justin said, Jonathan Garza is starting to heat up. Has 7 points now, and he has the last 5 for Blue Ridge. Casey Walls has 6 points. Isaiah Gaddis has 2 points. And Eli Wilson with 9 points for the Bulldogs.
Wow.
Jacob Campbell has 7. Austin Haley 6. Luke Lopez 5. Zach DeFranch 2. And Ethan Lopez 3.
That's the knock on the Bulldogs all season, is that the guards are the only ones that can score. The opposing teams are trying to force Howe into do something, into one of their big men to try to score or do something. Eli Wilson has answered the bell, and when they cut off the offensive numbers for the guards, Eli Wilson is now leading Howe with 9 points in this game, a testament to him and the offense. Here's Campbell getting it across the line. Howe now trails by 2. 5:37 left to go in the game. Campbell guarded tightly by Garza. Now here's Haley up top, switches back with Campbell. Left side, spinner, jumper, up, rim, no good. Walls with the rebound. He'll get it to Longoria. A chance for them to extend the lead here. Longoria to Garza, 5:19 on the clock. Ball gets away from him. Campbell ends up with it. A long pass to Luke Lopez. Turn around, and he's going to shoot the elbow shot from the left side, and it's good. Howe ties the game at 34 with 5:05 left with a Luke Lopez jumper.
Good job by turning the defensive turnover into points on the other end for the Bulldogs.
Longoria, left wing. Top of the key to Walls. Jumper, left elbow. He's going to be fouled by, I believe, DeFrange.
Austin Haley.
Or is it Haley? That's his fourth. Oh.
You kind of wish it was on DeFrange.
Yeah, Zach needs to raise his hand there.
So Walls' free throw is good, and Haley will check out. Ethan Lopez will check back in. And the Jedi will hit the bench for a moment. Walls' second free throw is off the side of the rim, no good, rebounded by Wilson. And here comes Campbell down the court, trailing by 1. 4:46 left to go in the game. Campbell guarded by Garza. Campbell wanted a pick by Eli Wilson. He gets one there. Ethan Lopez with a long pass to Luke Lopez. Campbell in the corner, drives to the bucket, puts it up off the glass, no good. Zach DeFrange was going to have the rebound. It was Campbell who knocked it out of his hands, and it went out of bounds, and Blue Ridge has possession. 4:22 on the clock, and here goes Blue Ridge the other way with Longoria top of the key. He and Garza will play catch again and try to burn some of this clock. Luke Lopez will step up on Garza, however, which forces a bounce pass to Longoria. Campbell up on Longoria. A pass to Garza, a quick pass underneath the shade. Up, that's no good, no foul call. Shade and Wilson tied up, and now a foul is called. And that is on who?
Eli.
That's on Eli Wilson.
Well, the Tigers were patient with the ball there for a little bit, then Garza gets into the teeth of the defense and then hits a flashing Logan Shade to the basket and draws the foul. And I guess they're talking to Shade about something.
It's 1-1. They called the foul on the floor, but they're in the bonus.
So Shade to shoot here with a 1-point lead over Howe. He hits it off the front of the rim, no good. Ethan Lopez gets the rebound. He'll pass it over to Campbell. 3:53 on the clock. A 1-point game, playing for the 3rd seed in the playoffs. Howe still has to keep winning, however. Ethan Lopez, left wing, a bounce pass over in the corner to Campbell, and it gets away from him. And that'll be a turnover, and Blue Ridge will take it the other way.
That was Jacob Campbell just trying to drive on the baseline with his left hand and just went off his leg.
Longoria and Garza, top playing catch, and Luke Lopez will be on Garza. A pass underneath to Shea, blocked by DeFrange. It goes off of DeFrange's foot and out of bounds. He couldn't haul in the rebound.
That's 5 blocks for DeFrange.
Walls will inbound. A long pass out to Shade at the top of the key, dribbles once, shoots from about 14 feet, and that's good. And Blue Ridge with a 3-point lead now. Coach Jay Forsyth very unhappy about some call.
Well, it seems like for Blue Ridge, Logan Shade and Jonathan Garza, it's kind of turning into a 2-man game between them two, kind of coming in as the closers. As Garza's got it the last couple of possessions, got it on that left side, goes to the teeth of the defense, as I said earlier, and then Shade is in that left corner, and as soon as Garza gets into the lane, Shade is flashing to the basket, and Garza is hitting him in stride. at least for a chance for an easy basket or draw foul.
Austin Haley has checked back in the game for the Bulldogs.
It's a well-designed play drew up by their coach there. And then DeFrange is just there. If DeFrange wasn't there, Shade would make it, but he has 5 blocks.
Yeah, DeFrange is doing a good job to help out on his help-out defense there in the back end of that defense.
So 2:50. See what's on the clock. What do we got on the clock here?
It's moving up.
I guess they had to put a few seconds back on it. There's 3:02 on the clock. Howe trails by 3. For Howe, it's Haley, Campbell, Wilson, Luke Lopez, and Zach DeFrange.
They're going to the box and 1 defense on Jacob here.
And it'll be Longoria on Campbell. Dribbles between his legs. Campbell goes left side, kicks it out. Luke Lopez for 3, and it's good, and Howe takes a 1-point lead. Drilled it right there. And Lopez actually ties it. That actually ties the game. My apologies.
Great find there by Campbell to find Lopez. He dribbled the left side and found Lopez on the right wing.
37-37 with 2:27 left to go in the game. Lopez tied the game on a 3-ball. .217 on the clock. Garza just letting the time expire. Unguarded by Luke Lopez.
Should you try to force the issue here
Clock rolling down.
and trap someone, or instead of just letting them just dribble the ball out?
The more time runs off, the more time we have Austin Haley in the game. Garza drove for a moment and kicked it back out to Longoria, and we'll do it all over again, except Luke Lopez is going to play up on Garza this time. 1:48 left to go. Garza trying to make a move on Lopez. In the corner to Shade, guarded by Wilson. Shade to Walls, to Garza, who stops right wing. Tries to go inside, up off the glass, no good. Rebounded by DeFrange, or Wilson rather, and he was fouled. It's going the other way. Wilson again with a huge defensive effort.
Wilson got the rebound, but DeFrange altered that shot as Garza went up with it. And Garza trying to draw the foul. I thought there may have been some contact, but they didn't call anything, but good job by Wilson to get the rebound.
Campbell brings it across, 1:24 on the clock. 1:22. Haley at the top of the key. Has it knocked away by Longoria, but Haley gets it back. Now Wilson top of the key. Now Campbell right wing, guarded by Garza. Up top, Lopez for 3. It rims in, and it rims out. 1:02 left. Blue Ridge with a tie ball game. Now under a minute. Garza with the ball in his hand, guarded by Lopez. Now Longoria. Crowd screams D up. Campbell on Longoria. Switches with Garza. Lopez comes with him. 42 seconds. Tie ball game at 37. Could we go to overtime again? Garza now dribbles left. Switches with Longoria. Guarded by Campbell. A bounce pass underneath to Garza. Now a pass underneath. DeFrange swats it away on Shade. Howe has the ball with 20 seconds. DeFrange with his 6th block of the night.
Coach Forsythe's going to let him play it out. No timeout.
10 seconds. Campbell all alone, guarded by Garza. Gets a pick. Campbell making a move for the bucket with 4 seconds. And a foul. A loose ball foul. What's the call, guys?
It's a on the ball foul on Garza with 3.4 seconds left.
3.4. Could it be Jedi time again? Tie ball game. 37-37, 3.4. Haley to inbound. He's got Lopez. And a timeout's been called
By Howe?
by Howe with 1.9. How did clock run off there?
I thought maybe they passed it in and immediately called a timeout, but I'm not sure.
I thought the timeout was called before the throw, but
Carson Grogan saying that they Howe called a timeout as soon as they got it in.
wow. Our engineer, Carson Grogan, says he thinks they're going to put some time back on the clock. I think there was 3.2.
3.4.
3.4, that's right.
And then there's what, 1.9? Is it?
Yeah, there's no way that much ran off.
Yeah, I don't understand how that much time could have gone off the clock.
They inbounded from the sideline and then passed it to whoever, Lopez, or I'm not sure, but didn't they call a timeout?
Should be at least 2.4 in my opinion.
Yeah, it was a pass inside to Lopez on the corner.
Well, and I saw on the inbounds, he was right here beside us, Austin Haley. He wanted to get Zach DeFrange on the back end on kind of an alley-oop pass, a lob pass, but it wasn't there.
All right, here we go. Right now it shows 1.9. Let's see. 2, 3, 4. What are we doing here? 4 point. That can't be right. 4.9? Okay. 3.6 on the clock. And we do it again.
Do we have another buzzer beater?
3.4 is where we were a moment ago. So we'll do it again. Haley to inbound. A moment ago, they got it to Lopez in the corner. Zach DeFrange stands in front of him. Lopez in the corner. Turns around. A pass underneath. It's swatted away. And time will expire. We're headed to overtime again.
Wow.
Back-to-back games, and we've got 5 frames.
I don't like that play call.
Well, they got it down to Lopez over here in the left corner, and he was trying to hit DeFrange as he flashed to the basket, but the ball got swatted away by, I didn't see who it was, by one of the Blue Ridge players.
If they wouldn't have showed it before, it might have worked, but you just showed it. You got to draw something different up there.
Showed it before the timeout?
Yeah.
So here we go to overtime. I just had a text message from a friend of ours that said Eli Wilson has become the Jake Faubacher from last year.
Okay.
Except Faubacher generally hit from the 3 line. That was mainly his offensive game, more so than inside. However, I guess that appeared as well.
Yeah.
And he's playing the same type of position, kind of high post. Yeah, I could see that. Good comparison there.
Kind of your hustle guy.
Yeah, I would somewhat agree with that. Pretty good game, I should say. Another overtime game.
I know, two in 1 week.
Is there going to be Jedi magic? Will there be Jedi magic tonight? He has 4 fouls.
We need to get shot clocks in high school basketball.
You're opening up a big can of worms here.
This is ridiculous. Stand at the half court for 2 minutes.
But I agree with you.
You need to get a shot clock. High school
seconds?
there's 8th grade basketball games that they score more points.
You know who doesn't need a shot clock? Gentry Doty.
It's not.
The girls' game earlier, she was gunslinging from the hip.
Archie never saw a shot she didn't like.
Catch and shoot. We've got 4 minutes as we open overtime. 37-37. We're just about underway as Shade and DeFrange will jump it off right here. Howe will be going to our left. Swatted away. DeFrange. I'm not sure what the call was there, but the officials blew it dead. Blue Ridge will have possession.
They said Zach jumped too early. The ball was still in the official's hand when he jumped.
Longoria will move to our right, which is their goal. Shade at the high post. Now back to Longoria, way up top. He'll take a couple of dribbles towards the line, just inside the 3-point line, make a pass inside to Shade. He'll give it back to Longoria. Shade up top, now Garza. Guarded by Lopez. Lopez between his legs, or Garza between his legs, rather. Dribbles a couple of times, cross dribbles. Shade sets a pick. Unsuccessful on Luke Lopez, a pass in the corner to Gaddis, now back to Longoria, guarded by Campbell. Left-handed dribbling, now back up to Garza. 3:09 on the clock. They've wasted a minute. Garza, guarded by Lopez very loosely. Longoria, and you're right about the shot clock here. Yeah. Longoria picks up his dribble. He was in trouble for a moment, but gets it to Walls. Walls will now switch with Garza. They're just playing the top of the key. Just rotation. 2:48 on the clock. Gaddis, now Garza. Garza's going to make a play for the bucket. Turn around, and he's cut off. Now Walls. Shade, cut off by Wilson. Walls, top of the key, dribbles to the corner. It gets away from him. He double dribbled there. They didn't call it.
So bad.
That was a terrible non-call. A double dribble was not picked up by Walls, and with 2:29, a timeout's been called. Still a tie ball game.
Well, and he did it so quickly, I don't think the Bulldog fans saw it. I know you and all of us saw it because it's right here in front of us.
Yeah, I don't think they saw it either because they would have blown a gasket.
Yeah, because it was very quick. It was the left hand stopped, picked up the dribble, and then started with his right hand.
Yeah, it was very obvious. But I don't think they saw it like you said.
Yeah.
How could they not see it? We all four of us saw it.
Well, just the way his body was turned, I don't think the fans.
Yeah, I think his
could have
back
seen
was
it.
to the Bulldog fans.
I'm talking about the officials.
Oh yeah, the officials.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not sure that either.
And I think their coach somehow saw it, and that's why he called the timeout.
I think he did too, to kind of calm everybody down. But they're basically playing, for basketball nerds out there, they're playing like a four corner type stall offense to kind of take time off the clock.
The no shot clock offense.
Yeah.
He's gonna die on that hill, isn't he?
I mean, they took 1:20 off already, and still nothing's happened.
Yeah.
And they're keeping it out of the Bulldogs' hands right now.
So here we go. Back at it with 2:29 left to go in the game. Tied up 37-37. Inbounds pass from Garza to Longoria. A ball over his head and a pass to Walls. Back to Longoria. Dribbles to the right side, right wing guarded by Campbell. Picks it up over his head. Bounce pass to Garza, top of the key. 2:12 on the clock. Garza is still stalling. 2:09. Guarded loosely by Luke Lopez. Perimeter action. A switch by Walls and Longoria from corner to left wing. Garza just standing there, dribbling, and Luke Lopez finally comes up on him. We're under 2 minutes now at 1:51. Longoria making a play up. Shade comes around. Now Walls, now up to Garza again. 1:44 on the clock. Luke Lopez is going to cut off Garza. Now Shade around the perimeter. Longoria, 1:35. Guarded by Campbell. Now to Garza. Standing at the top of the key, almost to the half-court line. 1:24. 1:22. Guarded by Luke Lopez. Garza makes a move on Lopez. Cut off by Lopez. Now Longoria left side. Campbell guarding. Longoria driving to the bucket. He's cut off. Now Gaddis. And now Longoria again. Longoria goes to the bucket. And a foul is going to be called as Longoria threw it away in the middle of the lane, which landed into Eli Wilson's lap. But a foul is going to be called on Campbell.
Yeah, he was streaking in the lane and trying to find, I believe, Gaddis underneath the basket. Maybe that was Shade, but right before he passed, he got called he got fouled, and they're in the bonus.
And he misses the front end, so tie ball game, and now a foul's been called on Blue Ridge as Zach DeFrange went up for it.
He secured the rebound, and Gaddis had his hand in there, and he got called for the foul. And that is the 15th foul on Blue Ridge.
They took 3 minutes off the clock in one possession.
So Campbell will bring it across with 54 seconds on the clock to Wilson, left wing. Wilson will dribble to the top, get it to Austin Haley. Top of the key, 46 seconds. A bounce pass to Campbell, right wing. Campbell looks for Luke Lopez, top of the key. Lopez guarded by Garza. And a whistle. And we got a loose ball foul on Longoria. And that's his first, but the sixth foul on Blue Ridge as a team. Luke Lopez to inbound to Campbell. 37 seconds on the clock in overtime. Guarded by Garza. Campbell hooked for a second. He picked up his dribble. Luke Lopez has it behind the arc, right wing. 28 seconds. Lopez looking for somewhere to go. Finds Wilson, very top of the key. Now Campbell has it in his left hip, 18 seconds. Guarded tightly by Garza, now to Wilson. Down in the corner on the left side, back up top to Campbell. Tightly by Garza. Campbell goes to the bucket, it's up, it's good, but no bucket as Campbell was fouled before he went up. He was fouled by Longoria.
Well, regardless, it's on the floor, but it's still going to be a 1-and-1.
The bucket didn't count,
No.
but it will be a 1-and-1. So Campbell will have the option, or the chance here, to take the lead for Howe.
And this is who you want at the line. He's one of the best free throw shooters on. He is the best free throw shooter on this team, so that's who you want at the line in the sophomore Jacob Campbell.
87% on the year from the line. Campbell's shot is good, nothing but net. Howe takes the lead with 8.6 left to go in the game. That is a money shot right there.
It really was.
Timeout. Howe will keep it right here. How big was that?
That was big. I'm not sure I would have taken that timeout if I'm Howe.
Yeah, you kind of ice your own shooter.
You kind of ice your own shooter. I mean, I guess you're trying to set up your defense in case, if and when you make it. But I don't know. I guess.
I think if he would have made it or missed it, and Blue Ridge got the rebound, they would have called a timeout, and you could have set up your defense then.
Exactly.
I don't know about icing your own shooter.
And it may not matter. Campbell may make it, and it doesn't matter. But I guess again he wanted to set up the defense if he does make it.
That was a big shot though.
That was a big shot. So Campbell will come back out and shoot the back end of this thing. DeFrange and Wilson will go back deep on the other side. Haley will stand at half court. Luke Lopez will be on Longoria. And Campbell's shot is good. It's a 2-point game. 8.6 left. Garza quickly down the court, and a timeout's been called. As soon as Garza got past half court with 6.2 seconds left, the timeout was called. Now I don't think we'll have to worry about any kind of a shot clock here.
I don't think so right now. But
let's probably try to hold it. I mean,
the absolute last shot.
Yeah.
Wow, back-to-back games. Been unbelievable. We're not going to be able to do the game on Tuesday at Bell's. We have prior commitments, but
then after that you play Leonard.
We will do the Leonard game.
Is that at Leonard or is that at Howe? Do we know?
It's here.
It's here.
Okay.
So we'll do that one. We'll do. There's only one game that night.
So.
And we'll do all playoff games that we can. I would imagine we could do them all, hopefully.
If you're Blue Ridge, who you draw the play up for?
Garza. I think.
Maybe Shade. Maybe Shade with an elbow jumper.
I'm going Casey Walls. The guy you don't think of.
Nobody expects that, yeah.
He's 3 of 4 from the floor tonight. The guy you don't think of. Everyone's going to be on Garza and Shade. I feel like Garza's going to dish it to him in the corner.
I wonder if Shade's going to come to the basket. I think DeFrange needs to be ready for something close to the basket if he needs to try to alter a shot.
So the ball will be inbound by Walls. 6.2 left to go in the game. Guarded loosely by Austin Haley. A pass top of the key to Garza. Garza's going to drive the middle of the lane and gets away from him. That's it, or is it? Howe's going to have the basketball with 3 seconds left. It was knocked away from Garza, who was driving the bucket. Lopez to inbound. It gets away from Campbell, but Campbell was fouled by Garza. Campbell will shoot on the other end with 1.9.
Yeah, Garza drove the basket and lost the handle on it, or somebody got a hand on it and it went out of bounds. And then Jacob Campbell, as you said, gets it and fouled immediately.
Remember, it's still 1-1 too.
Yeah.
1.9 on the clock. Campbell to try to make it a 3-point game. Campbell's shot is good. It's a 3-point game, 40-37. 1.9 left.
Here's the important one right now. You're making a 2-possession ball game, and no way for them to
You
to
basically win the game with a free throw right here.
Yep.
Campbell's second shot is good. 1.9. Let's see how it finishes out. Garza with a long three off the back of the glass. No good. Howe has done it again in overtime. 41-37. And the Bulldogs will be marching in the playoffs for the first time in a long time.
Well, and they had to fight for it. They had to, get some grit and overcome some adversity. But at the end, you hit the free throws when you're supposed to, play good defense, and enjoy the fruits of your labor. You get a chance to go in the playoffs.
How many times has Howe come up just short over the years in situations where they needed to get over the hump? There was always something. They've been so close, and especially last year in Coach Forsythe's first year, and then it just seems like everything here lately, they've been able to just barely scratch and claw and get over that hump.
I'm kind of curious. I almost would like to ask Coach Forsythe and maybe you guys could chime in, is at what point of the season have they started to turn that corner where they started realizing, okay, we can play to our potential. We're playing the way we're capable of. I wonder at what point of the season that's come. Maybe after they beat White Wright, and they're on a 5-game winning streak now.
I would say the loss to Leonard actually helped them.
That's right before the White Wright game.
Right before the win streak, they lost by 1 point to Leonard. Leonard comes here next Friday, and I think that's going to be an exciting game.
So basically, they lost to Leonard the night Lance Bryan was hired as the new AD, and they've won 5 straight since then.
Wow.
Sometimes you have to lose to learn how to win, and they've done a lot of the losing here lately. Maybe it's time they learn how to win.
Yeah.
Well, it appears like they're learning. They've won 5 in a row and going to be heading past the regular season, it appears.
So they go to 7-4 in district in 3rd place. They were 2 games behind Bells.
That game in Bells could be big.
They were playing Pottsboro. I hadn't seen a score on that.
I meant Tuesday.
Yeah, the game against Bells Tuesday could be big.
They beat Bells and Leonard, and Bells loses to Pottsboro. I mean, we could be looking at 2nd place.
So 2nd's not out of the realm of possibility, correct? I mean, some things would have to go right.
You definitely, some things are going to have to go right for sure.
Okay.
But 3 seed looks pretty good. I mean, any seed looks pretty good.
Any seed.
Yeah, what are we? We're not complaining. I'm just kind of looking at but any seed at this point.
Hey, again, we're not going to be at Bells Tuesday, but we will be at home against Leonard in the regular season finale. So,
okay.
Any final thoughts from you guys? I do want us to do. We didn't do stats.
Yeah, we can do stats. Let me do them real fast before we.
So Justin,
I need to stand up too here.
If Austin Haley is the Jedi, what does that make Campbell?
I'm not into Star Wars.
I'm not either, so I don't know.
the
I guarantee you, one of the Wilsons could tell us. The Wilsons are all into Star Wars.
Jacob Campbell had a good night. I mean, there were some times where he makes some good moves to the basket. I mean, he's got outstanding ball handling skills, and just some of his shots were just falling short. He had to fight for everything he did, but when the time counted down the stretch at the free throw line, he was able to hit free throws, obviously to steal it too.
How often do you get to do back-to-back overtime games? I mean, that's fun stuff right here. It gets exciting. Of course, we didn't have a buzzer beater, but still very, very exciting.
Now, is 2018, is that the last time the boys have been to playoffs?
It was the night Bill Jailing was hired was their last playoff game. That would have been 2018.
Okay.
The 17-18 season.
Yeah, okay.
Y'all ready?
We're ready.
Jacob Campbell was the Bulldogs' leading scorer tonight with 11 points and 4 clutch free throws down the stretch. He also had an assist and 2 steals and 2 rebounds. Austin Haley, 6 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. Luke Lopez, your second leading scorer tonight with 10 points and 3 assists. Eli Wilson had 9 points and 4 rebounds. And Zach DeFrange is my player of the game.
I agree.
2 points, 6 blocks, and 6 rebounds tonight for the Howe Bulldogs as they win 37, 33?
What was our final score?
41-37.
41-37.
41-37, my bad. I knew there was a 37 in there. The leading scorer throughout the night for both teams was Logan Shade with 19 points and 3 rebounds. Jonathan Garza had 7 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And Casey Walls, 6 points and 7 rebounds for Blue Ridge.
Now, was it me or did they kind of shut down? I won't say shut down, but slowed Logan Shade down in that second half, that fourth quarter at least.
Zach DeFrange coming over to punch the ball out of the air did that.
Yeah,
the volleyball spike.
So they were able to at least make adjustments there in that second half on Logan Shade.
Also, again, we need overtime. One team should not have the ball for 3 minutes without attempting a shot. Oh yeah, shot clock in overtime.
Well, I can't argue. I mean, they did drain the clock there.
Yeah.
They drained it pretty good. Hey, for everyone who's been a part of this one, we will see you, what is it, a week from today? No.
A week from yesterday.
A week from yesterday. My days are all mixed up thanks to this great weather. So for everyone who's been a part of this one, including Carson Grogan, who's been running our scoreboard and engineering, for Blake Burnett, our statter, the Blizzard, and for Justin White, I'm Monty Walker. So long, everybody.